And good evening everyone who is watching the stream of VOD arrives on air, and welcome to my, well, it's going to be probably a short one, but it's not going to be a very short one, DayZ stream. So I kinda ended up having characters on Sakhal servers, and Sakhal servers unfortunately are not really that full these days, especially the ones I got my characters on, so I don't know, maybe let's do something chill, maybe let's simply do some exploration, I don't know, look for some explosives and whatnot, things pretty much like that. So, oh, this is not the character I was hoping for, this is something completely different. Okay, let's try this again. I joined the wrong server. Let me fix that. Okay, let's try this again. I have many characters, but not that many in Sakhal. Maybe the next time I'll start just another character, but for today we will play with this one. Okay. Not expecting a lot of stuff going on the server, but who knows, that's DayZ. First things first, we gotta get warm. So let's find the shack for that. And that's how pretty much every other DayZ, every other Sakhal streams, every Sakhal stream starts. Either starts or ends. This will do. Let's get some sticks or some wood. Get a nice fire. You can see this character is already pretty geared, but nobody can survive the cold here. Into pieces. Should be possible to have fires in these types of sheds. The houses over there, they are a little bit too far. Yep. A little bit maybe too close to the wall. The smoke is going to be... It doesn't go vertical. Well, I cannot actually see anything here. No light, no smoke. Kinda all stays inside. Okay. That's cool. Let's get warm. Maybe eat. Do we need to eat? I don't know how old this meat is. Usually it doesn't stay. I usually don't keep it in my inventory for that long, for any cooked meat to go bad. Either eat it, and I usually just simply eat things pretty fast, or I just die. But most of the time I would just eat it way before it expires. Starts to rotten. shoes are badly damaged, but I cannot fix them. I'll end up running in rags. So this is an old character, but a nice one. This pistol, yeah, empty. This is damaged. This is just completely random. We got to reload the guns while we are waiting. Just like that, one full 45 rounder and a little bit of rounds in this magazine that are not going to change the weather. So again, probably going to be a quiet one, just some exploration. Maybe I will go to the military peninsula. Maybe I won't go to the military peninsula. We'll see how it. We will see where we land. But first, got to get warm. Enough of these. Oh yeah, have enough of the sharpening stones, and I'm running around with damaged hatchets, damaged knives, which is not right. Technically I don't need even this hatchet. Or no, wait a second, do I have a spare knife? That's empty. Interesting. Oh yeah, I have a spare knife in a badly damaged cheese, but it's there. Kukri, gotta fix the kukri knife. Is it this hole? The character cannot get the first plus going. Come on. Okay, we just have to wait. Okay, second plus. I think, yeah, I'm not sure about the impact of the shoes being almost ruined, but I think we should be able to get a little bit like one of the sides of the third plus. One of the four sides of the third plus. Come on, come on, come on, come on! Give it to me. This is badly damaged already. The firewood's badly damaged. Okay, that's the second plus. And I think we are not going to give to have the third one. It's not even blinking. Okay. Yeah. Let's just go. Looks completely normal. So these sheds, if it's daytime, they are the best. And by the way, gotta keep an eye in if you find the board that would just. Oh, okay. Very, very nice. So if you find a board that would just make moving around fast way easier. And it's not hard to find the bots on pretty much on any Sakhal server, unless there been changes introduced specifically to that part. So I once died trying to get from this island to the mainland on food. So in the south of the island, especially in the bay between the main island and like the peninsula, there's not a lot of open water, so probably traveling by boat won't be the greatest idea. We at least could get to the road to the military peninsula. Oh, I remember this place, been here once, going in the opposite direction. Boats. No boats, there's a house on the cliff. What is in here? They're not really that attentive. Oh, that's food. Frozen, but food. Hiking boots. That's a very good idea actually to wear them because they are water resistant. Especially in case of like using boats and whatnot. It's quite easy to get your feet wet. Rounds. This one's loaded. Okay, let's grab a box instead of just not full stack. Yeah, on Sakhal you see keys and you immediately think of the scientific briefcase keys, but these are just for random, well, for the handcuffs. Well, I need rounds for this pistol if I decide to keep it, because I ended up not having like silenced pistol for killing zombies. Oh hi, didn't see you there. This southern part of the island. Probably for me the least explored territory of it. Been there, but not really here. Only looked at this place through the scope from those islands. Like a small village, but a village nonetheless. 2 houses. Potato. Here. I heard the zombie, but I'm not seeing it. Is it locked inside that thingy? That's interesting. Sounds like yeah. Indeed, it's inside. Yeah. Might actually mean players. But the other one was outside. Doesn't look like this has been looted in any way. No bases nearby, no signs of people. Famous last words. Hello. Hey. Ran past me. A little bit too fast. So don't think I've ever properly taken this segment of the coastal highway of Sakhal. I've traveled here. No boats so far. Again, see this? Interesting. Is that the military? Don't get it. No, that's not the military. This is like another one with, or maybe it is. Maybe I'm looking at 2 islands here. Maybe I just don't know about that island with a tower on top of it. It's something new. I thought these small ATC towers, radar towers, they only are present on the military peninsula. And we enter a town that's called Южная. Just southern. Okay. There's a boat over there. Nice. Don't think I've ever been to Южная. Have I? Yeah, I don't think I've ever been to Южная, so I'm not going to break this tradition. Not going to really stay here this time. That's the mountain with two towers, the military base somewhere is over there. But this is supposed to have good loot already, I think. That's some ammo for this pistol, but again, if I decide I don't need it, I'll just ditch it the same second. Well, I mean, I don't need it. Sit a little bit. So, going to the military peninsula, getting some explosives and going back seems like actually a pretty good idea. Or to that island. Getting out of here and then traveling over there will be really problematic unless we go straight to the military peninsula. And that's probably what we should do. One thing only though. Do they have a gas station at this place? Fast grandma. I don't think there is a gas station. It's not a dead zombie. Okay. Let's take a look at the bot. It's kinda a little bit... Yeah. You gotta get really wet to get to the bot. Well, not really wet, but a little bit wet. Okay, that type of wetness we can survive. Like this, without even stepping into the water. There's even a spark plug in this one. Yellow gasoline, but that's standard. Let's see how hard would it be to travel around here. Unfortunately, we don't have the map of ice sheets in game, and I mean that's only fair. They kinda move, that's the thing about them. Try to get out of here and get to the open water. Have I forgotten how to actually steer a boat? Or is it harder now? Really, good evening, welcome. Yeah, it's a maze, but interestingly enough, this maze is kind of created that way that it doesn't really... Oops. That's a way to destroy the boat, I think. It doesn't have dead ends. That's the thing about this maze. Drifting. Drifting more. Yeah. That would be cruel here. So it doesn't really have the dance. If you see a passage, it will pretty much lead somewhere. Okay, the indicator of the fuel is bright yellow, not orange. We gotta start worrying when it turns orange. But before that, we are like good to go. So, and again, I'm skipping the south coast. I haven't been to this part of the map, like, ever. Okay, this is not the military peninsula, this is an island with a small ATC tower. So the thing about Namal's that you spawn in and you see like a bunch of people on the coast literally next to you, and not new spawns, just other players. I mean, that by the look of it been playing for a while, so with loot and whatnot. But if the server's kinda low OP-ish, you leave that initial area and you pretty much stop seeing people whatsoever. Oh, is this the first dead end? Well, I mean, yeah, we got to get around that island. Okay. I knew it would be hard to move around here. Okay. It looks like we have to go around the island completely. I don't think I've ever been to this one. A lot of ruins here. A military boat stuck in the ice. Oops. That's very close. I think we can get there. Yep. Just sliding pretty much on the ground. Not sailing anymore. It's like amphibian at this point. Okay. Let's take a look at this one. A big backpack, a scope, nice. A vest and some boots and a helmet. And a magazine. Nothing we really need. Another one stuck in the ice. So there should be a big passage somewhere here. Or we can just go straight to the military peninsula. Because I think that's the military peninsula over there. Well, no south coast exploration this time. So, I don't really have any significant amount of food on me, and I don't have some basic items like leather sewing kits, but I at least can fish. I'm not going to the ship probably, just the military island. I haven't really looted the military island for a while, the bases there. We'll try to park the boat at the ruined fishing village. And that would be a pretty good place to get warm. And since it's just peninsula, not a problem if we lose the boat. First, it's connected to the ground, to the mainland. Second, it actually spawns boats. Okay. That's not our spark plug, and I have two of them already, so it's not a big deal. Let's start here then. The opposite end of the military peninsula. Couple houses. with stoves even. Don't need to just have a fire. Screwdriver, amazing loot. I'm hoping for a leather sewing kit, something like that. That's of course. That's hard to find even in the villages and towns where it's not ruined, everything. I mean the buildings and whatnot. Ahead. Special. I've been to the military peninsula enough times already, but I don't think I've ever started from this side. I know there's a firing range for the tanks, tank artillery and whatnot, just behind us. We have to spend a second here to get warm. Not a lot of ways to get warm when you are in the middle of military peninsula. Hey, come on. It's a dead tree. Okay, no bark. Have I created it? Was it like this when I came? I'm not seeing any ashes, but again, the server is low power, but it's not like people don't play it. People definitely come to this village because it's one of the few, if not like one of the two probably, civilian places on the military peninsula. We're getting our pluses. I don't know why I have these rounds. I hope to find maybe something silent that would use these ones, but yeah. We find the weapon cleaning kit and we just won't need anything else. And this pistol. Has the time come to eat this can? Spaghetti? I don't know. But maybe. Now, when we have shoes that are not damaged, not badly damaged, let's see if we can get the third class. In the very beginning of it maybe, but at least something. We are just waiting. Wojak in YouTube chat, welcome man. have nothing to do but wait, so we are waiting. I'm still here, man. Still streaming, though. One of those, well, periods of time, I want to say week, but it's been more than a week, when I would just be busy with all sorts of things. By the way, starting tomorrow, I'll be pretty busy again. It's a long weekend here. I don't remember what type of holiday this is this time. They keep changing too fast for me. So plus they kind of push some of the days from like other holidays to this time, so I don't really understand and don't even want to think about it. So it's gonna be holidays, it's gonna be very long weekend, like 4 days for everybody, and yeah, it means a lot of things to do as a responsible adult. So next 4 days I'll probably be just streaming for an hour again a day. But tomorrow, because of the long holiday, tomorrow is going to be like Friday. And because it's like Friday, the plan is to do Space Melody Lab stream on Space Melody Lab channel. So playing some tunes, some music, some even would call it music. Okay, only 2 classes. Well, it is what it is, I guess. So let's go to the firing range. There's like a pretty open but still vehicle cemetery, junkyard, and that's when I found one of the few laser serving kits once on this island. Yeah, no, pretty much. Wish I had more time, but I got to do all the adult stuff. Some working, some work, some not work. Things like that. When you look at the bay on straight from here, it looks like there's a lot of path in the ice, right? But when you are there, you cannot really see them. So this is the artillery firing range. It's like those artillery targets. There's even a tank over there. On that mound. Pretty long and empty strip of land here. The draw distance is now huge, and well, I mean, they upgraded it before Sakhal, so never seen Sakhal with like limited draw distance, but again, it is still confusing. You simply don't expect to be able to see that far, because, well, I mean, that's how it used to be pretty much everywhere. It's been less than a year for the new draw distance, right? If I remember it correctly. Since they introduced it. Yeah. Just Sakhal in general and Military Peninsula especially, it's like very open place. Only mountain forests on Sakhal actually are dense. But this place is more open even than the rest of Sakhal. Okay. A second look like was sort of light outside. IRL, not in game. Oh look, the character's getting well, thirsty. Gonna get ya. Good evening, welcome. So I've technically been to this place only once. Not a lot of loot here, but what I'm hoping to find finally weapon cleaning kits. They seem to be very rare on Sakhal. And I checked every area where I would expect them to spawn, except for this one. Oh. Except for Military Peninsula. This island. Yeah, gonna get ya. It is. Because it's one of the few flat places on Sakhal. The firing range end of the Military Peninsula. They have an artillery firing range here. So, and it's just big and flat. Some buildings over there. But I wanted to check that place. Bunch of zombies. Prefer to leave them be. Yeah, this is civilian. Which is slightly unexpected, but everything else here is military. By the way, I have a hatchet on my back. I prefer spade. Perhaps not that I have. Two. They seem no, heard me coming. That's strange. But at least not a lot of health they have here. And another one heard me even. You coming? Yeah, definitely more attentive. Still problems with movement. Okay, it'll get unstuck in a second. Hey. Yeah, that stuff going to be a ton of weaker stuff. Oh, these are rounds for my gun. That's like lucky. To find them right away. Not that I don't have them, I have enough, but still. If you happen to be nearby and you need, well, all sorts of things, this place definitely is worth checking. And don't forget about the trucks too. Not these ones. These ones don't spawn anything. And these crates, some of them, yeah. Some of them have things too. Baby key. Would have switched, but I'm gonna keep this one. It's like another knife, but I have two. So not every vehicle here spawns loot, but the ones that spawn something definitely are worth checking. Probably know that it's notoriously hard to find yeah, this box. No, I'm too lazy to reach for it. So notoriously hard to find the leather sewing kit in here. And on Sakhal, I mean. But I've got my, like, well, not the first one, maybe second one here. Oh yeah, these buildings I've seen. So yeah, the looting starts here, like military. Let's see. I once actually killed a person here on a seemingly empty server. But that person was making a lot of noise. Military, yeah. Well, I suspected that. Strange that it used to be civilian, it used to be hunting. And then they moved only to military, which is not right. I mean, is it only Sakhal situation? Gun? Okay, probably gotta start reloading them. So this is tier 3 military. That's I know 100%. That I know 100%. Backpacks, backpack scopes. You. Okay. Sights. Oh yeah, I remember, yeah. This place I remember. Like a huge yard here. Think we have any water sources around here? Military police and hunting in Chernaros? Okay, I didn't know that. The grass is growing here. This is one of the few buildings of this type in Sakhal, or like maybe even on the map. Lot less on this map, yeah, I felt that. And they recently changed it, like, I don't know, couple months maybe, because it definitely used to be hunting here too. One of the few buildings that's like overgrown like this. Let's open some boxes. Do some loading. It's been quiet, of course, but on the other side I just arrived here. And I myself not going to make any noises. This I definitely don't need. I'm not sure about these. We'll see. No wood here, only grass growing in pretty rectangular patterns. Okay. Follow me inside, please. Rounds. Follow me inside, please. You. reputation. What's the state of the cookery? Yeah, gotta keep it in good condition. So we're in the right place to find at least weapon cleaning kits. At least that. But I'm curious why. Why is it so hard in Sakhal to find weapon cleaning kits? Random stuff, random rounds. Second. To remember about these crates. Don't keep clean. Yeah, that's one version. Yeah. Pretty based, I would say. Quite some loot in here. Yeah, my epoxy is still full. More rounds for my gun. One guns to expire here. Well, yeah, it's actually an interesting idea. Trash can scope. Empty crate. A magazine of sorts. PKM. Yeah, this is like the outskirts of the military. Technically, this peninsula has 3 ports. But one of them is like atomic submarine port. Another one is just small. And this one, I would call it like big industrial port. So, well, the port's not big, but the industrial zone around it like pretty huge. So yeah, that's only one side of it. It's like the main part. There's all the other buildings. I don't think they have a gas station here, right? There's the only gas station I know of. It's nearby, but not here. Canteen with some frozen water. Well, I mean, the expiration of guns, it's even a little bit deeper than you would think at first, because what people do, they kill each other and they loot each other, so they grab guns, but expiration of them on the coast would mean that it would be almost impossible, well, way harder for a gun to be transferred from one person to another endlessly on the coast as a result of like coastal PvP. That type of DayZ gameplay, where people just fight like insane on the coast. So not just expiring in the hands on one person, but expiring just overall. Oh, hi. That's the first one. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. But Sakhal, just in general, doesn't look like... Well, I mean, at least default like vanilla servers or official servers doesn't look like there's a lot of that type of PvP going on Sakhal. And again, expiring guns, of course, it's cool and whatnot, but hello there. 2 Saigas on one. There's a box of ammo. Whatever. 2 Saigas on one tank. They cannot hear really anything when they're close to the water. But dropping them where they stand, leaving them where they stand, it's like giving your position out away immediately. If somebody comes here and sees it, oh yeah. But only slightly rare. Maybe they respawn? Well, I mean, everything respawns with the same rate, right? Don't know what that means, but I think it's been kinda easy to find grenades here. Let's see how it is now, maybe again. There've been some changes that I missed. Almost missed. Like with this weapon cleaning kit situation. Spawning only in military. Hi. Racers, no. I wanted to stay on the southern coast and go to the small island that spawns explosives, plastic explosives. But then I found the boat and change of plans. Ended up going to the military peninsula here. It looks more or less normal. More or less quiet. Yeah, I'm not expecting to see like lots of people here. Maybe no people at all, but again on the other side, famous last words before getting decimated. Okay, come here. Oops, yep. Okay, the pristine one can go on my west. So what was that? Damagel. 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 It's Damagel. Yeah, not that attentive. Okay, maybe we should even loot these buildings. I don't like looting them. Unless I'm a new spawn. And this is like Topolin in Livonia. 3-5 claimers, 5-10 landmines. If you are, while you are at it, could you please check claimers for Sakhal? I don't think they would spawn in tier 3 military. I think it would be only tier 4. And I know where the majority of the plastic spawns on Sakhal. Tier 3, so it should be possible to find them here. So we are in tier 3. For me, claimers haven't really been that useful. Tier 3 and shipwreck. Well, it looks like there is an anomaly here. Because there's one place that spawns plastic explosives almost always. So the first time I been to that place I found 2. The second time I found 1, but then I found a barrel in the bushes where somebody hit 2 more. So somebody learned about that already and was kinda stashing it away just right there in the area. The cars can spawn things too. Oh, that's a heavy one. Yeah, but thank you for checking, gonna get you. Oops. So the way the central economy kind of works, it feels really strange that those anomalies are even possible. But they clearly are possible, because I just pretty much found one. Oh, that's rare. Okay. Let's try not to get shot. Loot assign. Yeah, I mean, they usually assign it not by loot, but by tier. Yeah, I don't know. Unless it was specifically assigned only that type of loot. That sounded scary. Ah, okay. Let's check this one then. Saiga, there's a lot of Saigas and big backpacks. If we find a lot of grenades, a lot of explosives, we might end up needing one. But so far I'm not ready to to go for the switch. That's why I don't like looting this building. Dorms. It's kinda... The majority of the rooms would be empty. And then in a couple there would be something. But here it definitely looks way better. All this time I've been running without a magazine and my gun. That's true professionalism. That's like real professionalism. So what else? What else do we have? Let me fix that. Yeah. Impossible to explain it the other way. So the gun itself is in good condition. Let's work on this one then. Okay, this one's done. Scope's good. The magazine's good. Presser. Let's work on it. And a little bit of this. I'm going to keep it, but I have another suppressor that I really like to actually clean. Okay, this goes away. This goes away. This goes away. Totally forgot that we have room. No need to carry dangerously damaged grenades in my pockets. Give me a second, got a notification. Yep, cool. Nothing special. Just a random spam message. Okay, we at least found weapon cleaning kits, couple, so not that hard, which is good. I'm going to loot this whole place. I've never properly done it. I've got to learn the ways of the loot. That zombie on the roof. Can you go outside through these windows? Probably. Again, the holes in the frames Is that another in the warehouse? A zombie? Or what? Where's something you are? Oh, cool, nice. There's like even these things spawned here. I think it was a magazine on the scaffolding that you're talking about. On the I didn't look there. Let's take a look again. Let's take a look again. Not that window. Not this one. It's nothing really. That's a zombie. Not seeing the burn barrel even. Yeah, wasn't jacket. Okay. I mean, you spotted it. I didn't even register it. There was something inside. At this point, I'm like a snake. It does move. I cannot see it. Oh, dorms here. Okay. Going to be running back and forth across this plaza, but I'll check every corner since we are here, and it seems to be quite famous last words. So the chance of just stepping on a random mine, it's way harder, way higher at this point. Spawn? Yeah. Well, I picked up 2 and that should be replenished even without using anything. I don't think it counts them on players. For that you got, well, I mean, probably Vova has it in his tools too. But I don't think there's any loot left that the central loot economy checks on people. Oops, and we need a fire. Was there a fire barrel in one of the hangars? I don't know. But we got to prepare. There's a fire barrel in this building. Stick. Not sharpen. Do not sharpen it. Positions to get sniped from. Not sharpen. Wait a second. Something's damaged on me. No, it's just the heat pack is pretty darkly colored. Two. A little bit more. 5, okay. More. Then some bark. Okay, let's see if this building has a fire barrel. Sometimes it does. Hello. Maybe a fire station would have like a burn barrel for us. Yeah, I know that the logic of the map kinda doesn't suggest having these burn barrels in military areas. Military people are not supposed to, like, sitting around barrels getting warm. Hello there, beauty. To find the room for you, and this is gonna be harder because this takes some real space. Takes some real space here. Arc will go away, as well as the sticks, but for now okay, that can wait. I think there is a fire barrel in one of these buildings, but this one is way better. When it comes to starting fires. Not handle kit. A fireplace, please. Fire in this one should be completely undetectable when it's daytime. Yeah, we will need a larger backpack, especially considering the size of claymores. We'll definitely need a larger backpack. Maybe even one suppressor will have to go. So here we have some spare stuff. Let's move this out and drop the grenade in. This we don't need. A battery. Battery can stay, I guess. Time to use some glue on the vest. But I'm really low on my sewing kits, so that's kinda a problem. So gotta be really careful with zombies. Or I will end up like leaving, well, running around the military peninsula in just rags again. Best vest in the west. Yeah. I picked them up pristine. What the actual hell? When did they get damaged? I picked them up pristine or worn. And I kinda wasn't really running around a lot. And I don't remember falling or anything. Did I step in the fire? That's not fair. The suppressor's worn, by the way. This wasn't, yeah, in good condition. Okay, there's room for one more claimer, and that would be probably it. Totally forgot about water. Well, I mean, I have some. And I have chelating tablets, so all we need is just a patch of snow. So, by the way, it kind of feels like that the value of charcoal is way lower on Sakhal, would be way lower on Sakhal because of fishing available. Something just exploded in my left ear. I think it was a heli crash that happened on the mainland, on the main island. Okay. So that's the thing about the military peninsula. You go here, you start finding things like weapon cleaning kits, but you start running really low on normal sewing kits, so leather sewing kits, things like that, civilian stuff. The second class is appearing. The way I actually never noticed that before, but the way they made it in the small buildings, well, this one's pretty big, so the smoke just rises up to the ceiling all the way. But the way they made it in the small buildings, it all kinda stays under the ceiling, under the roof. It does not go through the roof. So in the beginning of the stream, I started the fire in like small random shed. And all the smoke was kind of like just staying there. Did you hear that? Did we just get another door opening or closing? I know, right? Calm down. So, rooms in this building offered at least some angle. What's down there? Really? Yeah, I can hear steps, but if they're not continuous, they can be just zombies. The fire barrel in that building, but I didn't hear any fire barrel related activity. So the noise of the door, was it from that door? Somebody just opened or closed. It was like closing, I think, still. Was the closet open or closed? I didn't check it. No, if the player's looking for me or looting the area just like me. Okay, that's a mystery. So for a second it sounded like somebody was at the next building and closed the door in the next building at the same time. We got to remove the window frames here. Let's see if we can spot any other dead zombies than ours. I don't want to go to the roof here. Yeah, if it's somebody just like me, very careful. So and if they came after me, we won't be able to find any trails of their presence. The signs of their presence. Probably the majority of the zombies that I killed are gone already. So yeah, the steps, if they are very continuous, that's the player. If they just go in, happen in kind of short runs, then it's a zombie. Like fire recently. Okay, let's see what type of noise this thing makes. And this. Okay. Very strange noise. Not something you would expect. Pretty much double closing noise. You're too fast for a little frozen zombie. Yeah, I said something about trying to keep my clothes intact. Back in these ones. I think I just cut a little bit of hair from his head. Spawn things. There's a box of rounds and there's a magazine for them. Oh no. It's a heavy one. What? It died like it didn't have any HP left in him. What the hell's going on here? Good hits, extremely lucky, I would say. Incredibly lucky. Okay, let's keep checking the dorms. Even though I don't like them, we seem to be finding things we need there. Rounds unidentified. Don't remember if I checked this one. Pretty soon we'll have to start think of just fishing. Maybe going back to the ruined fishing village. Start with some fishing there. Seems interesting. Okay. Dorm then. There's a zombie inside. So the pattern of all the doors I'm countering here. Oh, I wanted this. Yeah, I wanted this. The patterns seem to be corresponding to the standard pattern after server restart. It's like completely random states. And I leave them all behind me consistently open. Ow. Going to end up freezing to death here because of getting my bushland destroyed. I'm very far away from the places where you can find a new one. Balcony. I didn't really need that. Didn't really need that hatchet, though it's nice to have. But for me, it's more like for just fires. One thing that I'm not seeing here that I expect to see, it's like more zombies. I'm expecting to see, but no, don't know. Of the fire station spawns here, that's like completely military. Now that's where they are. Backpack, bro. They're all here. And they all have some sort of bags. It's interesting. Scope, but I have nothing to attach it to. Poison rounds. Any more claimers? Any more grenades? I think this place, and in general the military peninsula used to spawn more grenades than this. The office side of the building. So, but I would say that on low pop servers, Vega and Bayonet. Okay, that's military spawning in these trucks. Definitely. Baby AK. So yeah, okay. Looks like you can find baby AKs, Weaker rifle, well, not SMGs, Weaker automatic short rifles, and maybe an occasional SKS. Here, but nothing really long. Not following the conventions. Yeah, yeah. Are these medical or fire? Well, emergency. Some of the bushes, man. When they load, they look like a player stepping behind. And the more detailed model loads, it really looks sometimes for a second pretty scary. But the fire stations seem to be clear, not having any weapons. Okay, and this is, I think, it for the place. We've looted pretty much everything here, but some containers on the coast. That part we kinda skipped. Saigas. So, Saigas, vehicle rifles, SKSs, and baby AKs. That's the type of loot that would spawn in here. Plus, there are things that spawn on cranes and whatnot. Not just a couple containers on in the port. Heli on a hill. No, it's a heli on a hill, but it's a static model, not dynamic. It's always there and doesn't spawn anything. This is a pretty mysterious hangar. There's like 2 of them. I mean, if you aim right, it's not hard even to kill these ones. Armored zombies. So the industrial zone continues here. It's just a little bit more sparse. You know, one thing that we haven't seen here, and I think we probably totally should have. Not that I'm complaining, don't get me wrong, but the screamer zombies. Not a single one around here. The doggies, they kinda happen more in the middle part of the peninsula. We've already killed a ton of zombies. And not a single screamer around. Like 3 of them in here, okay. Yeah, they definitely took a day off. Did you? Probably because of the bushes. Okay, who's next? Oh, thank you for this. That was maybe not the smartest move in terms of... Oh, okay. There's a lot of random buildings like this. Seem to be... well, on the outskirts, but... kinda just plopped in there and never probably even used. The configuration of this place is a little bit, yeah, mysterious, I would say. Oh. Kukri needs some love. I have a spare knife, but I don't want to lose this one. Seem to have better range. To have... seems to... seems to be killing zombies more efficiently. Frozen, of course. Yeah, we need this gigantic backpack, but I cannot really force myself. Unless we find one claimer right away, one more claimer. Your backpack, yeah, I know. That's like your place, they're everywhere here. Okay, let's remember where we found it. And just keep going. Yeah. Yeah, no, in terms of items, well, items. Clothes and backpacks with really deep pockets, yeah. This place has it all. Oh, another grenade. Nice. Hey! How did you do that? Yeah. New boots I'm going to need. I've raided these two. They have new boots. The configuration of this place is like pretty off, if you ask me. And by the way, gotta remind myself, these barracks, do they have fireplaces? Look at it, they don't. These ones I know they have it. Been here, been there, done that. Immediately shoot. Didn't look like it, but okay. I'm just going to believe you. Oh yeah, okay. Pretty loud shoes, but we don't have any other choice. You better not be in this case. Nice. Not a lot of loot in here. Okay. I'm checking pretty much everything I can see. Occasional AKM magazine. Haven't seen C-Max, haven't seen 101s. That's smoking all right there, and I didn't hear it landing. I absolutely didn't hear it landing. For how long has it been there? And this is the only gas station on the peninsula. So if you're looking for some gasoline around here, that's the only place. Civilian. There's still a lot of places to loot, because this industrial zone kind of turns into this pretty open military base. I mean, I did not hear it landing. For how long has it been here? Okay, I think I learned how to kill them in just one good attack. Well, three knife swings. No. This one seemed to be maneuvering a lot around me. Is this like some sort of static? Not seeing any zombies around it. Oh, VSS. Oh, even some water with sugar. No zombies. Ah no, the zombies are there. Not that I need any guns from this one. By the look of it, hasn't been looted. Grenades. Still can use them probably. For breaking into bases. Though that would require fire, I think. Okay. That's sorta an unexpected surprise. Oh, I thought that was a dead zombie. No, not dead zombies here. There's even that dorm here. Oh. Okay, that was a lot of noise to kill just 3 zombies. Yeah, the one in the west really actually helped him, yeah. Burn the suppressor, of course. We just ran into them, didn't see them on the background of this grass and whatnot. Yeah, my bushlight is just damaged now, so that's where the problems here start. Zombie. So the configuration of this place, yeah, I don't even know how to describe. Just randomly plot building. Well, they're connected by some roads, but that's pretty much it. There's a lot of these guys though. No screamers, but armored zombies are... pretty much here. Oh yeah. And the pants. At this point I'm feeling like just going back to the coast, finding a boat, and going back to one of the civilian areas. So I'm like moving back and forth between this place and civilian areas. Well, going back to the main island would be an interesting way to approach it, but yeah, looks like that's what we have to do. Yeah, gonna getcha. Of course, thanks for jumping in and watching. Hope to see you again soon. I'm not going actually to stay for a really long time here, for longer than this, for longer than just a couple minutes, finding place to log out, because, well, I wish I could go to bed, but I still need to do a couple things. Okay, if we want to leave this, we gotta go back to the coast and start looking for the boats. But for some reason, I have a feeling that the coast should be over there, but it's not there. Okay. That's definitely a wall. Got to get warm again. This building should be possible to start a fire in. Let's do just that. Some sticks. Am I looking at the artillery firing range or something else? Cannot even tell. Use some rags. Oops. Bandages pretty much, but not out of rags. Hidden here. In pot that would keep it dry no matter what. Have to risk it. Crap. Cannot have a fire in here. Not good. Okay, then we are moving it outside. Not like this. Like this. Hope it works. Doesn't get extinguished by the snow. And still transfers the heat inside the room. That's an old normal streak. I'm not sure it's really relevant here, but at least just to stay inside. Let's reload this gun. Use 30 rounds on killing like 3 zombies. That's impressive efficiency. Suppressor. Yeah, wait. It's damaged, yeah. Let's keep using it for now. Only for now. Have 2 grenades like these ones. One grenade for the launcher. 1 grenade hidden in one of the containers. And 1 claimer. So 4 grenades and 1 claimer. Is that enough to blow something up? Maybe. The food's getting ready in my pockets. I think they gotta fix the temperature getting high way before the character getting any temperature bonuses. So the effects of this high temperature, I think they should just logically settle in after getting at least like some level of bonuses. But I understand why it is the way it is, because the bonuses are bonuses, the temperature, well, boost, whatever, and the temperature itself, it's like the temperature itself. Character gets hot, they start suffering from being hot, but the bonuses, they're like a separate thing. Go outside, IRL. It's already getting bright. It's like 3:45 in the morning. I think you can read like newspaper outside already. Well, if you have a newspaper. If you had the newspaper. You could read it outside. Seems pretty, yeah, strange. Come to think of it. Why would you read a newspaper outside? If you could read it inside. Sorry, hiccups. All of a sudden. Okay, got my 2 plus. No. No. The second plus is still blinking. Okay. noises are creepy. On. Start working already. We've regenerated all the lost health because of those zombies. Lost because of those zombies. We are regenerating blood. Again. Lost because of zombies. Cargo pants, not the best ones. Well, high insulation. And yeah, that's pretty much the second class here. Ah yeah, that's the corner of the base. So I was right, I was going in the right direction. Lots of epoxy putty, by the way. Interesting that we have lots of epoxy, but weapon clean kits not so much. So I mean, the idea of circling back between military areas and the coast and the main island never occurred to me, but maybe that's something we gotta try to do. Back and forth, back and forth. And I think this coast spawns bots, right? Oh yeah, it does. Literally, like, just right there. Waiting for me. Without a spark plug, but I'm not going to complain. Why is it stalling? Is this a passage? Looks like this is a passage. Very convenient. Let's check this boat out. Cargo pants with some sodas. Some other food. Not bad. Oh yeah, baby. That's like the best thing we could find around here. So we don't even need to go to the coast anymore. We found a way to fix our clothes just next to the military peninsula. Yeah, maybe we still should go. If it's like this, the bots are everywhere, it seems to be nowadays. So it's not going to be a problem to get back to the military peninsula. Just a little bit annoying, maybe. Oh yeah. That's like proper traveling with comfort. Maybe it would be hard to get through the maze of the ice sheets to get to the coast of the main island. But we can go farther, we can go back. We can go and stash away the explosives we found. Okay, we seem to have buoys showing us the path. Yeah, maybe I should have taken that road. But this seems to be going to the coast. If I wanted to go back, let's see if we can. Aha, I can see buoys over there, so there is passage. If we go right here. Oops. What I don't want to happen is to lose sight. But now we cannot see the land, the mainland. And we cannot see the next buoy. Interesting, when I was going to the military peninsula, I didn't see this gigantic passage. How did I miss it? On the other side, over there, I mean. So we have the passage somewhere over there. There is something, but seems to be pretty narrow. Wouldn't call it a dead end, but as close as it gets in the ice. As close as it gets to a dead end. Yeah. From here I'm not seeing any passage in the ice. So only this one leading to this small island here. This is the small one, right? Crap. Can we get through there? No, we cannot get through there. That's like a dead end. Freaking hell. Well, not a dead end. That's an island, so we can pretty much go from here. There's barely any passage. Crap. Not good. Unless we go back and just go back completely and either go around everything, both islands, the big one and the small one, or try to get to the mainland, maybe even ditching the boat in the ice. This goes here and then turns sort of back, but not really back. It's like a maze, hope leading to the mainland. Well, yeah. Poor thing. It is a maze. this looks like ice goes all the way to the water here. Yeah, by the look of it, no swimming needed to get to the mainland. I think there's a gap here. Narrow one, but a gap nonetheless. And since the indicator on this boat, oops, is pretty much orange at this point, the fuel indicator, I think it's time to just retire it. And go back. Curious if I can get to the lighthouse that I was thinking about, to Bolotnaya place from here. I'm not sure how far I am. Okay. I would consider this being dangerously close to the airfield. But yeah, it is here. Don't want to go there. There's no loot we need over there. Far so good. And we still have both classes, which is inspiring. A military boat over there. So navigating through this labyrinth takes a lot of time, and at this point I'm starting to think that maybe going on foot here, following just the coastline, the shoreline, would be way easier, way faster. Okay, that'll do. Leached out of the ice sheet. This island just a pile of rocks. This is Bolotna, I think. Yeah, it's not easy to navigate through this field, but it's possible. Move. Just slowly traveling. There's a lot of turns, but we are getting there. Occasional drift. Sometimes I cannot even tell what the buoys show, because these seem to be just frozen into ice, not showing any path. Ooh, that's an empty boat. I was like, what? Okay, there seems to be a path in the ice across this harbor. That's what we need. Well, because I kind of wanted to kill a couple birds with one stone. Get to the mainland and get to the mainland at exactly the right spot to be able to find more explosives. Here we go. You can even get well, to this island on the boat. Well, this boat's done one way or another because we don't have gasoline, and the boat doesn't have any gasoline left. Oops. Let's see what it spawns here. By the way, good place to do some fishing. Not exactly really visited by people often. Maybe no explosives tonight. But sometimes, sometimes quite often, it does spawn explosives. So this ship's empty. It's not one of those that spawns stuff. Yeah. Not seeing anything around it. The ground. Oh. That was interesting. Lighthouse itself. It got wet. So fishing, having a fire, cooking. That's what we need to do in here. Pistol. Helmet part. Okay. No explosives here tonight. Maybe next time. But for now, let's call it a day. Just give me a second. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. We'll continue pretty much doing the same. Maybe I'll stash the explosives away to do another run to the military island. Or maybe we go somewhere else. But so far, it seems to be the best way to find explosives. So don't leave the channel yet. First, gotta say all the thank yous. So YouTube people, thank you for watching me on YouTube. Whether you watch it as a live video or as a recorded, please leave a like if you like the stream. Well, I mean, I wanted to travel around. I did travel around. Subscribe for more. We play DayZ, we play GeoGuessr. Notifications actually are, and I'm not lying, are pretty important on my channel, because even though my normal time slot would be nighttime in Europe, like after midnight, sorry, hiccups, after midnight in Europe, somewhere along those lines, it's still quite possible that I would do streams at completely different times without any notifications. I mean, without any like announcements of that. So notifications on YouTube and on Twitch, that's really the only way to catch me. Another, well, not only, but a very good reliable way. Another way is to follow me on Twitter. I post an announcement, pretty much a tweet about every stream there. So Twitch people, thank you for watching me on Twitch. Please don't leave the chat yet. We always raid somebody when we wrap things up, so let's this time find somebody and raid them too. Just give me a second. Okay, maybe somebody just playing DayZ. Let's go to the DayZ section of Twitch. Take a look at what's going on there. I immediately see a person playing Sakhal. Let's see if we can raid them. Okay, by the look of it, we can. Let's check if the command goes through. Only I could type. Oops, my OBS reporting that I'm losing frames. Okay, before something bad happens, let's go and say hi to Honest Criminal TV. The link goes in my Twitch chat, and my Twitch viewers are going to be transferred to the channel in a couple of seconds. So see you all tomorrow, people. Thank you for watching. Goodbye and good night.